Hi, I'm Dominic Imbrogno, Senior Director of Active Enclosures and Wireless Solutions at Charles Industries.
And I'm Mike Johnson, Senior Product Manager for Concealment Solutions at Charles Industries.
Mike, we live in challenging times. With all that's happening with providers scrambling to provide bandwidth to people who are working at home, students attending classes remotely, how is Charles helping service providers with these challenges?
Well, Dom, good question. You know, as the innovative enclosure experts, Charles manufacturing and engineering teams have been working to expand our small cell concealment shroud offerings to help our customers better deploy their next generation 4G and 5G networks. The shroud products we've come up with conceal the remote radio heads and their ancillary equipment in weatherproof enclosures that keep them safe from the elements, and they also make them blend into the local environment a little bit better so that we can deploy these next generation networks in plain sight without being noticed by the general public.
Mike, that's very interesting. So in other words, what you're saying is there's not a lot of visually obtrusive equipment hanging on poles for people to complain about.
Exactly. Most municipalities frown upon that sort of thing. In fact, there's a lot of ordinances and restrictions that vary from town to town across the country for what can and cannot be deployed as a small cell solution. So Charles' wide breadth of product offerings that we have for our concealment solutions means that we likely have a solution that will work for any specific restriction that's out there for a municipality. And having these aesthetic solutions available in multiple different sizes and shapes really helps speed along the small cell deployments for our customers.
Mike, can you give our viewers a brief overview of the types of concealment solutions Charles has to offer?
Sure, it's pretty simple. When you're talking about deploying small cells on a utility pole or a streetlight pole, there's really three main areas that the small cell solutions can go. You can go at the very top of the pole, kind of in the side or in the middle of the pole, 10 to 15 feet off the ground, or in a separate standalone enclosure off in the right of way near the base of the pole.
Okay, Mike, start at the top of the pole. What do these solutions look like?
Okay, for the top of the pole we have cylinder-style shrouds that consists of our Shroud 1 series for 4G radios or our Shroud 5 series for 5G radios or combination 4G, 5G radios. The shroud solutions can mount to the top of a metal pole that has a flange on top already. We have a mounting pattern on the bottom of our shroud and there's a mounting pattern on top of the pole. If they match up, that's great. If they don't, we can also offer some adapter plates to transition from our shroud to the pole top mounting. For metal poles that don't have a pole top mounting flange, or for a wood utility pole, for example, we do offer a clamp-on style pole mount top kit so that you can use that to band through or bolt around the pole depending on what style pole you're using to get your shroud installed. When the shroud's all done and said installed, we do also offer an optional transition tapered skirt that can taper from the shroud diameter back down to the pole diameter to make the overall look just a little bit more seamless.
Mike, it sounds like you've built a complete and diverse set of solutions for the pole top. Can you take us through what offerings you have for the pole sides?
Sure. On the 4G front, we have what we call our Shroud 60 series of shrouds. It's kind of a curved front shroud available in a bunch of different sizes and configurations depending on what's being deployed inside. Our customers really love the aesthetic appeal of that curved front. When you open that curved door, it reveals our backplane where you can see the mounting provisions for not only the small cell radios, but also their associated power supplies, diplexers, fiber box, and even possibly an AC disconnect depending on what our customers are doing for their specific deployment needs. On the 5G front, we have what we call our cloak product. On the 5G side, what we did is a discrete shroud for each 5G millimeter wave radio. And we're doing a cutout for the antenna radio face for optimum 5G signal transmission. Now you can combine these shrouds around the pole. 3 of them would cover 360 degrees around the pole. And each one of those shrouds has transition plates from one shroud to the next, such that cables coming out of the pole and running to the radios are not visible to the general public. These shrouds are made out of lightweight ABS that really minimizes that impact loading on the poles.
Well, Mike, I guess that leads us to the ground mount solutions. What does Charles have to offer in this area?
Okay, for ground furniture we have what we call our Shroud 56 line of ventive, passively cooled shroud solutions. We have both low power and high power solutions as well as combination high power, low power solutions. These shrouds come with an integrated AC load center and an optional meter socket for a true turnkey small cell solution. These shrouds are meant to be mounted on a concrete slab, or better yet, what we call our Charles C-Pad, which is a composite mounting platform that was specifically designed to fit the size of the shroud and has all the mounting patterns in there for bolting the shroud to the C-Pad. Using the C-Pad saves both time and money when it comes to installation of the shrouds. We also do offer some smaller shrouds that are power demarcation that kind of act as a meet-me point in the right-of-way to serve between the incoming utility and fiber and the actual small cell node on a pole. Those can also be deployed on a smaller custom-made Charles composite C-Pad mounting platform.
Mike, it seems like Charles has all its bases covered when it comes to offering service providers with turnkey, convenient small cell options. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to point out that all of our shrouds are offered in a variety of standard colors, and that we can also do custom color matching if the need arises. We can also supply 3M film cut to match the front face of the 5G millimeter wave radio antennas, so that you can make the 5G millimeter wave radio match the same color as the shroud, the same color as the pole. We also have some other accessories that we didn't talk about here. You know, oftentimes when we were talking about pole top, the pole top's not available, so we do have some sidearm extensions where you can take our pole top shrouds and move them down lower on the pole, maybe in the comm space. And then we've also found that poles that are in the area where small cells are being deployed weren't necessarily designed to hold the extra weight of shrouds and antennas. So we can actually offer like-for-like decorative pole replacements that are sturdier to be able to support the shrouds and the antennas with the radio equipment in them. And we can even go so far as offer larger diameter integrated poles where all the radio equipment is inside the pole for a more homogeneous look if that's the direction that the municipality would like to go.
We'd be remiss if we didn't also mention that Charles, as one of the many arms of the Amphenol Corporation, is uniquely positioned to offer more than just concealment shrouds. We'd be happy to discuss your small cell cabling needs and how we can provide factory-installed integrated solutions that reduce in-field labor costs and installation time.
Thank you for watching this video. We look forward to servicing your unique small cell concealment solutions needs. Please feel free to give us a call or visit our website where you can download our small cell concealment solutions catalog. Thanks and good luck on your small cell projects.